bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, 47. Target.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, the spin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 47.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, 58 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Get a point. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8. Got it. Hey, 50. Hey, Charlie. Check time. Leo. Back. Kill.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Saquon Barkley running right. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He may try and run for this. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Lucky. Smooth. Get it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his Cousins, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. These two teams all tied after 1. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Watch the slap. Kill.
Ready.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
He'll let this go for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 50, check 50. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Begin.
49, check 49, check 49.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dean Lowry drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by Khalil Mack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Throwing Jones. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Check 9, check 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Jones on third down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about
that. Super tough.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, team 6. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, check 24.
Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
40 seconds to Mike. Go! Hey, Ken! Switch!
On play action, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 6 guys. Hey, alert 3.
This is Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now this throw caught left side. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw it is Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Cousins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Back to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones, and he finds Penny. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Squeeze. Five.
On 3rd down, Barkley breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.